This is going to be the toughest fight of his career.
Shut up, relax.
The most embarrassing fight of his career.
A chair across your face.
Yeah, I think he's about to cry.
I'm definitely up for fighting. There's a lot of names in the division, for sure. But at the same time, look at what this creates as well. I'm a fighter, and I understand that economics of business as well. And this does good business.
Are you really going to do this? Absolutely. Are we going to do this? For a record payday? To go in and spark Jake Paul before we start the serious stuff in 2026? Don't tell me what we should and what we should.
Anthony Joshua has issued a serious warning to Jake Paul, and this time, it's not just talk for the cameras. While Paul may see this fight as the biggest paycheck of his career, Joshua's team is openly saying just how dangerous and uneven this matchup could be. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, directly told Paul to recognize the real risks involved, explaining that a single clean punch from AJ could cause severe damage. At the same time, former pro Moses Adama didn't hold back either. He cautioned Paul that stepping into the ring with Joshua isn't just another challenge, it could lead to real, possibly serious injuries.
Anthony Joshua should not get in the way of Fury and Joshua, really, in my view. It's an absolute joke. It shouldn't be sanctioned. I really don't believe it should be sanctioned. I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be a very big fight. But the biggest thing is us rubbernecking to actually see if they do get to the point where they step in the ring together. Because Jake Paul's an area level fighter, a British area level fighter, and Anthony Joshua is still a killer and a live heavyweight. That should not be sanctioned anywhere in the world, in my view.
It's dangerous, man.
Very dangerous.
It brings the sport into disrepute. The people that are talking about organising that, they should have a real hard look at themselves.
But even Eddie Hearn's kind of teasing he doesn't like it, but you can see the glitz
No, man,
of dollars.
there's no price. There is no price.
There shouldn't be.
There's absolutely no price
Agree with you.
on the planet in order to make that.
Jake Paul stepping in against Anthony Joshua isn't just a bold move, many experts believe it's a major threat to his safety. Boxing insiders like Ariel Helwani have warned that Joshua's sheer strength and high-level experience could leave Paul exposed to dangerous punishment, pointing to Joshua's history of brutal knockouts as a very real concern.
Has been beaten 3 times. The 4 fighters that he beat didn't come to win. So he's not in his prime, is he? He's literally at the end of his career, pretty much finished. And this is why taking this fight with you is telling you all you need to know. It's a cash out. He might as well just cream as much money as he can at the end of his career, fighting an absolute joke shop in clown world. When I beat Anthony Joshua, he says, every doubt disappears. Come on. I mean, if this is a straight up AJ versus Jake Paul, then we all know what should happen. This is a 1-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud. You can't jump in with Anthony Joshua now and expect to get a result. So, nothing's going to no doubt's going to disappear.
Rising heavyweight Moses also urged Paul to think carefully about what he's risking. He stressed that chasing a big paycheck shouldn't come at the cost of long-term health, noting that one single mistake could create lasting harm. Meanwhile, former professional Amir Khan spoke openly about the danger, saying Joshua could hurt Paul badly, even mentioning the possibility of brain damage.
So I spark him out in like 2 rounds. Really? No, why do you look surprised when I don't.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Look, come on, bro. You're fighting like one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world against a YouTuber. Like, come on. Like, respect the sport of boxing. And if AJ has to go in there and show these influencers that, listen, you can't fuck about with boxing. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna get hurt badly, and this could be one of the first fights where a fighter gets hurt badly, because if you look at the size difference and the power difference, I mean, bro, there could be brain damages going on there. I mean, AJ could hurt him badly, you know.
When you look at Francis Ngannou, who's one of the most fearsome combat stars there is. I know it's MMA, but we saw what AJ did to Ngannou. So,
and that's why you don't look. You can't be surprised if AJ's going to do the same to what's it called again? What?
For AJ, this matchup isn't just another payday. He's dealing with real pressure to dominate and protect his legacy. Analysts like Johnny Nelson say Joshua is in a tough position. If he struggles or lets the fight go on longer than it should, People might think he's acting more like a businessman chasing money instead of the elite fighter he has always been.
I believe it because AJ's involved, and I think AJ would struggle to he's going to take enough flack over this, but again, it's money talk. So I think AJ will struggle because it's an Owen situation. If he goes in there, Jake Paul lasts the distance. What does he tell you about AJ? Apart from he's just earned an extra 15 million quid. If he goes there and struggles with Jake Paul, then what's he say about AJ? Your heydays are well and truly over. If he goes in there and knocks him out, then I'll say that's to be expected. So the glory, there's probably not much glory in it, apart from the haters of Jake Paul to say, right, we've got rid of this kid. I think it's very brave of Jake Paul. So now the problem child has got us to believe this fight's actually happening. So now you've got our attention. So now you've got to back up the boast. It's not about, you're not playing tiddlywink. This is the only game you can't play. You can play football.
Nelson also shared a strong opinion about Jake Paul's place in boxing. He called Paul a genius for how he has built his name and business, but he doesn't accept the idea that Paul is on a world-class level as a boxer. In Nelson's eyes, Paul is a solid domestic-level fighter whose earnings match those of world champions even though he never followed the normal path of working his way up the ranks. Nelson pointed out that Paul didn't grow up in a boxing gym or rise through the amateur system like most pros. Instead, he built his fame online first. Nelson believes Paul has done a brilliant job turning boxing into a business, but when it comes to true elite, high-skill competition, he still isn't convinced that Paul belongs in that category.
Daniel Dubois, he's going to be 35 years of age. It's crazy what I'm about to ask you, but can Jake Paul really beat Anthony Joshua?
All right, listen, I give all credit. Everyone knows that. They get mad at me that I gave too much credit to Paul. Why? He's done a hell of a job to put himself in this position. He sold himself. He sold his dream. He took his dream. He took his idea. And he put it out there, and he made it happen. Give him credit for that. And he made it happen. And he took risk along the way. Yeah, he picked his spots. He's in the driver's seat. He gets to pick his spots. He's the one bringing the money. He's the one promoting. Yeah, he's the name. He made himself that, coming from where he came from, with all his followers and the whole thing, and just the uniqueness of what he was doing. But he has learned along the way. He's not a top guy yet. No, I don't know that he ever will be. He didn't have that amateur background and the things that you usually need to be a top guy. But he has...
What's your take? Is Jake Paul stepping into something far more dangerous than he realizes by choosing to fight Anthony Joshua?